Hello Taurus, I'm Rising. We're doing your oracle read for the new moon in Libra on October 16th. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to subscribers, anyone new to my channel. Hope you find these messages helpful in your quest for clarity, confirmation, forewarning, or encouragement on your journey. And it's been a while since I've done these oracle card readings. I just felt moved, led, and then the time opened up for me to do so. So hope you guys enjoy and find what you're seeking, and may this reading help aid you in your own new moon manifestation. We're looking into your recent past, and this new moon is going to be highlighting your sixth house, Taurus, of service, work, your daily routines, habits, self-improvement, even your pets and your diets, and your overall skills, what you contribute to your work and environment. So clarifying with the tarot here, this is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck that I use. So let's see what we have for Taurus. Okay, let's look and jump right into your recent past. Okay, so we have home with the sun. Beautiful energy. Some of you bringing some happiness into your home. Some of you, I feel like you have gotten a new pet, or this is some other form of happiness that you are happy at home, and as well working from home. Some of you might have found that to be a very good thing. You are still motivated to to be productive, to be successful, even through working from home. Some of you might have found that to be a great adjustment for you, to not have to leave your house as much. Some of you just overall brightening your home, bringing in exercise equipment, things like that that you would normally go out to the gym for, but now you can bring that right into your home. So I feel like there's been this spotlight in your home, in area life, where you've been working on that, your daily habits and your routines, and you've found success in what you have needed to maybe overcome in the form of habits. I do see that as, and I'll get to more of this where I'm seeing this, that some of you may have been in your home environment. Some of you in solitude, some of you with family, but in either way, there's been some type of breakthrough and success in what you have wanted to do for self-improvement for yourself within your home, or even home repairs. Some of you may be working on some type of project and found it was successful, and you might be as well trying to turn something that you've done in your home into some type of career, maybe interior design or some other type of maintenance within home, painting, doing new things, bringing in new furniture, clearing out the old, making way for the new in some area. So you've been at home with your happiness, and at home with success, with maybe working from home, a home business. Some of you maybe have seen that as a great time for you to get a home business started with this pandemic and things going on. If you were, so you were spending more time outside of the home and unable to really focus on something that you've been wanting to do as far as starting a home business, then this is something of a clarity on an inspiration, divine inspiration as well, on how you can turn your home into some type of money-making opportunity, not just where you lay your head. All right, so that's a very positive energy to be coming out of for your recent past, Taurus. Looking into now, I also feel that Leo season was significant for some of you within a home project, home, even move, some of you. All right, so looking into now where you currently stand, and your point of advantage is flying with the Knight of Swords. So again, something you started and you're taking off with. I feel like your determination is very strong to get out of a negative pattern, and you are now rising above what has been a pattern, hitting brick walls, or going around in circles with a situation and a matter, up and down with your diet or plans to eradicate habits and clear things from your mind. You have some clarity of mind too, on your environment. I feel this is could be an indication of moving forward with um, a plan of action to move home, or again, what you're doing from home is elevating you in the form of feeling like you are your determination, your motivation to move forward, mind over matter in a situation as well. Some of you are, if you're not haven't already gotten started with some type of workout plan, dietary plan, or detoxification process, and then you are in a good space to start that and do that. Some of you, this is a partner that you're able to get excited about going forward with your plan with as well. But I see like this is forward movement, rising above, getting out of an environment too that may have been a little bit toxic, and I'll get to that with the challenge of resistance. So forward movement here. And again, I'm kind of seeing that some of you bringing in happiness is in the form of something to do with travel is coming in here with me for this for some reason. But I also feel that something you've been working on is with your, especially with work, your daily routine, your business. It's been really important for you to stand out, really important for you to not do what everyone else is doing, to think outside of a box. You have that ability. And so I do feel for some of you who may have started a work business at home and something that you're going to be sticking with and remaining disciplined with, or needing discipline in order to be self-motivated. You have that within you in this stance, in this position. You're flying, you're free from something, someone, or free, again, from what was a binding kind of codependency. And even in a situation, I feel like you're freeing yourself from codependency on anything, whether it be a substance, a person, or even needing to feel that you have to work for someone else in order for you to have success. I feel for some of you, you have a really kind of strong singular focus, and you're extremely motivated, and you know exactly where you're going, you're headed in your direction. And I'm also feeling that something's taking off pretty quickly in the form of you gaining some attention for what it is that you're putting out there. You are standing out as kind of this unicorn in whatever you are setting out to do, even if it's something that a lot of people do already, or if it's a field that you might feel is maybe saturated. What you are putting into it is your touch of uniqueness, and I do feel like this is a good sign for you to that clarity on your direction, and clarity on what you're trying to accomplish, what you want to display to the world, is that of someone who has really put a lot of thought and is putting their own kind of touch on something. So there's something you're doing where you're standing out. I'm also seeing that many of you are going to be seeing progress with some changes that you made in diet habits, your health, overall work. And bringing in some element of positivity in the form of a pet. I feel like some of you have done that, and it's actually given you this sense of like purpose, and you're very excited to, take this dog or for walks if it's a dog, or it's a cat or something here where you're just. Some of you, though, I do feel like there's like a vehicle that you may be upgrading, or something here that you may be working on with vehicle of it could be something of a where your clients are coming to you to for you to work your skills. So this is like a skill set too. Some of you, with your skill set is bringing in communication and activity to your home. Or some of you as well could be sending out items from your home, shipping items from your home, getting a far reach on expanding your clientele, or again, your visibility in a career, your visibility, marketing. Something here with that too is good. It's a good thing that you're doing. Now looking into what is a challenge or resistance, it's solitude and the devil. Now what I'm getting this is like, some of you have this realization that being alone in your own thoughts or in your own head can sometimes allow, like the devil, like they say, the idle mind is the devil's workshop, in that sense of you needing to overcome this. And it's a feeling, even if you have overcome it, it's something that is always kind of lurking. Someone when people are in like AAA. AA meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous or things like that. Even if they've been clean for 20 years, they still acknowledge that they are a recovering addict. They're recovering from that. It's still a recovery, even if it was 20 years ago since their last drink or their last hit on something here. So that's why I feel it's like if it's a resistance, you are resisting the devil. And the challenge is though that you know that when you are alone in your thoughts too much, or you're uh, getting into a mode of solitude. Now it's a reflection here that I feel, and some of you too may not even realize your part in or what it is, that it could be a temptation. There's temptation. There's always that temptation for some of you when you feel like you're alone, and that's why I feel like you might have been adding some element of sunshine in the form of a pet or some other type of responsibility, or there's also this feeling of obsession towards what it is that you want to achieve, maybe even on your own. Some of you may be obsessed with either being alone or working alone. Challenge or resistance here. There's something here that I feel is like it's a covet or something, as again with the codependency. Could be with an individual and knowing what you need to stay away from. Uh, some of you too in an environment, but the reason why you want to change the environment, or go into a new space or a new home space, that could be something that you're working on or working towards. And this could be as well, if you haven't moved in the past and this is something of a light at the end of the tunnel that you see, you're going to be able to go to a new environment that will help you kind of move away from this area where there is temptation all around you, and you might be holding yourself up because and really kind of sticking to yourself in an environment because of that temptation is around, for you to fall back into a pattern that you are mind over matter cleared yourself from, gotten yourself out of, and you're wanting to replace them with healthier habits, more productive things. Again, work from home, a business, or something like this. So in that sense, that's where I feel like that the devil is always still going to be somewhat of a challenge, and something that you will need to be resisting, but also being alone in it. You're not alone. Realizing that there is support out there, healthy support, and some of you could be working on that healthy support system that you're trying to maybe establish or have, and again, even in the form of a pet or something. But solitude is that space where some of you, when you need to reach out to who you need to reach out to. If there's a safe person in your circle or environment that knows what you're dealing with, you have that within you when you feel like that, the devil is creeping into your mind and into your thoughts, and tempting you with getting back into old habits and patterns that you worked through, and you don't want to negate that progress. Changing people, places, and things is something that so you Tauruses realize is important in your quest to rise above. Okay, so that's your challenge or resistance here. Becoming obsessive too with gaining success. Something here with that is coming in a little bit, but I do feel like mainly it's just kind of like you're doing what you need to do to resist falling into that pattern where that devil creeps into your mind and fools you into believing that you'll be fine if you just have that one drink. No, you won't. You'll fall back into a pattern. So this is a determination, Taurus, that I feel is very positive for you to keep up. And whatever you have done to replace negativity with positivity, it's a good thing. Keep at it. So here we have, but your unexpected help is heal the ouch. 10 of Cups, family healing here. Family healing, some of you could be working on, again, something here with healing comes in a form of, can come in the form of a pet or an animal who brings you joy, who, becomes a part of your family. And again, kind of put your heart into that state of kind of childlike joy, or just overall happiness and fulfillment. This is coming in, and I feel that healing family. Some of you too, stepping away or moving away from an environment, even if your family is there or around, will actually heal your family. Some move you make is going to actually bring you closer together, even if it seems that you're going or moving away or separating yourself in the physical. There is something here where it actually does heal. When you have your own space, it can heal a relationship. Sometimes living in close quarters with family is not really, it just, you need your own space. So some of you, I do feel like this is a healing energy where you are going to be able to heal, but kind of like from you going in a different direction, I do feel like there's like people who will be telling you that they're proud of you, and also that many of you will be seeing family, and also anything that you're working on as far as a independent business or something like this is family support. And in the midst of this, as you are seeing, family is going to be seeing how well you're doing, how you've changed, how your positivity is radiating and leaking over into healing those family relationships. So some of you could be really working at this self-improvement. Self-improvement again is who you need to reach out to in order for that healing energy to continue to take place. And this is an unexpected help for you that will also heal that tendency for you to fall back into negative patterns and codependencies and things like that. So your emotional fulfillment coming in is just going to continue to solidify your recoveries, continue to solidify your movement into healthier habits, healthier daily routines. And there is a healing element in the form of a pet, if you recently got one or you're thinking of one, that definitely will bring in some healing energy towards you, whether you realize it or not, or you feel like it's a purpose that is the purpose of that animal or not. That animal is going to bring that into you. Also, I'm seeing that you will meet someone who has, some of you who are single in your daily routine, maybe your daily walks with a dog, or something where you do for another pet that you maybe take to the vet. You will be kind of joining into or meeting someone who also is kind of in that solitude mode, or maybe just their pet is their family in that sense. But I'm seeing a connection happening for some of you in that sense. So something that you do get into a routine with, even if it's not with a pet, something else you get into a routine with can also be bringing in the possibility of a relationship or a long-time lasting love, or just overall emotional fulfillment in joining in a community that you have similar interests here. So this healing energy is coming in, especially too, even with work, something you do may be very therapeutic and healing to you and others. Okay, so as you do better, you are going to see your connections actually improve. Now, what is your advice? There's goblins here with the magician. Don't be afraid to face that shadow side, and you can alchemize this energy. As above, so below with this magician card. This is like, do what you can. Do what you have the ability to do. You have confidence to exactly, as well, to change your environment. Opening your eyes to the goblins around in the sense of, this is energy that is always around to pull you back, pull you into something that you, pull you back into like a state of where you're acting in a shadow way. The goblins show up to remind you that there is needing to be something to overcome within an environment, or even within yourself. And then this magician is showing that you have the power to do it. You have the power to do anything you set your mind to change what that is. As far as the goblins that show up in your life, whether they are your own thoughts or the thoughts of others coming in and creeping in, you can transmute that energy with the magician, transmute it into something that is positive. You can also be somewhat of an inspiration to those who, when they see you do it, they can do it too. So that's where I'm seeing that as goblins, and you would, as your advice, is to face those thoughts, and transmute that energy into something that is useful to you. Transmute that energy, and the dark side is, what comes out of times like this or times like where you are finding yourself in an environment where there's, always something creeping or lurking in the shadows, as you realize your power within that, where your power to overcome that. You will be rewarded for what you overcome in the form of habits. You can turn that and transmute that into power that can be a leading force for others, and inspiration for others. But I'm seeing, as you are in the middle of something, ready to change, that you have that touch, you have that Midas touch to do what you can to change an environment or change a way of thinking. and do something about. There's something too where it's like there's a practice or something that you do that's like the key to overcoming when those thoughts come, when those when that energy, when you're around that energy, you can definitely transmute it into something that is magical, powerful. And I also feel like in some way you're beautifying something you're doing with work or services, taking something that's been abandoned or deemed useless and making it useful. Uh, yeah, making use of that, transmuting negative energy, alchemizing your situations into a way that is useful for you, and turning your struggle into something that is actually very powerful because you've overcome, because you have that determination. I don't even care if it's something that where you're, it's a diet or something else you were obsessed with food. You could be using that to whatever works for you, something that worked for you, you could be turning it into something positive. But you would not have this power, you would not have this ability had you not gone through this goblin's state. You wouldn't have that strength, you wouldn't have that power, you wouldn't have that payoff or reward for overcoming the devil energy had you not gone through it. So this is something here where you're realizing in the sense of that all is good, in the sense of like, it's all love, it's all good, in the sense of like, even if it doesn't look like it right now, no matter what it looks like, there's some magic that you're going to be creating out of some mess. So that's good. And then we have with your outcome, listening, Six of Cups. So again, this is an outcome where I feel there's a harmonious energy coming in for you. Mutual feeling of sharing with others. It's almost like a mutual respect, mutual love, or mutual understanding of where you've come from and where someone else has come from. Listening to other people's stories, listening as well to reading the room, knowing where you are, knowing where you stand with others. I also feel like for some of you, there's some understanding coming from clearing your mind, or coming to some understanding for some past relationships. Some of you Tauruses are maybe becoming better listeners, listening to your heart. Being as well too, I do feel like this is a bonding and a connection that you will be having with someone. And it could also be a pet. It could be something here where you're really going to be bonding. But also children, is coming in here strongly. I do feel like some of you are going to be doing something to help younger people or the children in your life, your family, taking them under your wing in a sense. Also listening to what others have to say about what it is that you're providing or doing for your work or your service. Getting that feedback and taking it not so that it's criticism. And then even for some of this, is like you want people honesty. Honesty is, and you want that clarity and honesty about something that you're doing, and you need transparency in how others are. There's something here where there's people like they want to see you do good regardless, and some of you could be getting some good feedback on something, or as well too. Maybe some criticism, but it's constructive. Constructive criticism could be something that helps you in a business, or something you're doing from your home, or something else where you're transmuting your energy into some positivity, listening to your audience, listening to those who have the open heart to see, knowing your past and knowing where you've come from, and very also too you coming with this knowledge, or this air of wisdom, because you've overcome something, because you've changed your life, because you've overcome your own demons in a sense. There's this kind of open heart dialogue that comes from those who are also on that journey, and it's a kind of a win-win in the sense of communication. So I feel like communication will be increasing and also maturing in a level that you are listening, really listening, and others are really taking the time to listen to you and receive what it is that your heart is pouring out. from this wisdom, from this knowledge, and you becoming a better listener, becoming, more of someone who is tender in their ways of communicating with others, and just overall, I do feel as well too. This is with some of the emotional cards that have come out. Some of you could be definitely meeting someone where you're ready to have children, or you both will maybe treat your animals as your children and not have any. Who knows how that works, is how it will work for you in the form of you with this Six of Cups energy. There's a lot that's coming in here. Some of you could be doing something for your children, or working on having children with a partner in some way here. So I'm going to shuffle now the Wild Offerings Oracle. We're going to look into a message for you, Taurus, that can tie this all together for you. I feel like what this new moon in Libra is bringing in for you is really a chance for you to get balance in your work and daily routine where there has been imbalance. And what you need to show up in your life in the form of a vessel of love, if it's not a pet, if it's a relationship, or healing of a family dynamic, it's only going to almost solidify or be that catalyst for this recovery or this improvement to really stick in your life. You know what moves you need to make. You know what, going to know what changes that you need to make. And I'm listening to your heart, and also what you do eradicate from your life can also attract love, a healthy relationship, healthy loving relationship. You and a partner could be coming together as you've overcome the toxicity that was maybe keeping you alone, keeping you, maybe were pushing love away or pushing others away. I feel like some of you Tauruses are coming out of that energy, opening up yourself even to friendships even within your family, healing those connections. So that's very beautiful energy for you. I really like this reading for you guys. All right, got one turned over. True offering. May I rejoice? Well, no, sorry. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, gosh, some of these replays, these cards just really tie together with these messages here. I mean, how resonant can you get with, releasing the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep you from true offering, true openness? Because when you have that element of addiction, or you have that element of toxicity, it does draw a wedge between you and connecting with others on a genuine level. And I do feel like whatever you remove, and even an environment you remove yourself from, it again puts you in that space of really being able to connect with nothing in between that, nothing, distracting what a true connection can be for you. So this is true offering in your daily habits and routine. I really feel Taurus is on the way to improvement. So congratulations for you. I hope this reading resonated for you. And if you would, again, like a personal reading, I'm continuing them through 2020, and the information is below. After 2021, I'm going to be pulling away from personal readings. So I'm still going to be coming to this channel with the seasonals, and at times like this where I do feel like it's a timing that I do need to, again, some things is like where it opens up and other things clear up, and then my focus is like, okay, this is what I have to do, and so this is what would produce this type of reading. But I'm not on a schedule. Won't be doing it for every new moon or full moon, but this super moon definitely called me to read for the zodiac. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give me a like, and if you want to see more down the line in the future, then definitely I welcome you to subscribe. I hope you have a great rest of your 2020, and stay safe. Take care.